Welcome back to West Farm and Bees. Today we are going to try to keep this really short. It is hot right now. Today it is about 90 degrees where we've got a heat advisory going on, and we've got some weather moving in this evening. So I want to keep today really short. All I want to do is get into 2 hives today to do any type of inspection. I want to get into our Dandelion hive, and they're split. Last time we were here, I might have pinched the queen. When I was marking the queen, I got her caught in the queen clip a little bit, and she didn't look too good when I let her out of it, although she did go down between the frames. I'm not sure if she fell down or walked down, so we're gonna get in here today and find out. It's been this many days since I was last in there. So it's been a bit of a time. So they've had plenty of time to do what they need to do to replace the queen should they have needed to. So I want to get in here and do that. We're also going to get in the Dandelion split to see how they're doing. I presume they're going to need another nuke on top of it before Bee Lively comes and picks them up. And then we're going to get into each of the 2 other hives that I have, and just to see what their honey stores are looking like. Do I need to pull honey off to give them room to fill it out for the fall flow, which should be coming up here in the next month or so. So that's today's plan. Let's dive on in. I feel bad that I may have hurt the queen. That's part of my learning process too, figuring out how to do things. And something else to watch out for is how to use that queen clip. Now keep in mind, yes, I'm pulling off wax today, but I'm not pulling off this wax today. We're gonna leave this on for the bees. This wax is for humans, so as soon as they get it filled up, we're gonna take it and try to get it extracted. Beautiful. Both sides of the frame just look absolutely awesome. We're getting ourselves some honey today. So here's what we're gonna do. I had been given fume boards from my friend John Succo, who has gotten out of beekeeping. Thank you, by the way, John. However, I found out that they don't quite fit too well on 8-frame hives. So I'm going to have to go through and build my own fume boards, but we're going to try something today to see if this works. I might be a little crazy, but let's give this a try. All right, so for those of you that don't know, a fume board is pretty much like an outer cover with a piece of fabric on the inside, and then you take that fabric, spray it down with a product that will drive bees away. In this case, I'm using Bee Quick. You spray it over the fabric, you put this on top of the hive and let it sit for 3 to 5 minutes. It's even better if it's hot and sunny out because that makes the fumes go through the hive a little bit faster, and it drives the bees down, which is great. And we used it over at the Bee Lively farm a couple weeks ago. It worked pretty good. Not perfect, but really good. You're a lot less bees to scrape off. So what we're gonna do today, since I don't have a outer cover with fabric, we're gonna try this. We're just gonna try to spray some cardboard and see if that can drive them down. All right, so we're just going to, there we go. Let that soak in a little bit. All right, so let's take a quick look in here so you can see how many bees are in the top. That's kind of what we're looking at right there. All right, let's put this on top and see how they're doing here in a few minutes. All right, I got my handy dandy brush just in case I need to brush a few bees off. I've got my handy dandy hive butler down here so I can put the frames of honey in here and then cover them up so it'll keep as many bees off as possible, which is always nice because I don't have an open bed truck. So this goes inside my vehicle, and the last thing I want are bees buzzing around while I'm driving. Not such a good idea. If you're looking for a safe way to transport bees and keep what you put in it safe, or to keep things out of it, I highly recommend a hive butler. They've been really good to use. They're sturdy, they're durable, they're well priced, and the family that makes these is just absolutely phenomenal. So definitely check it out. I'll put the link in the description below. Let's get in here and see how they're doing. Been about 3.5 minutes. Cool. Check this out. See how many fewer bees are up here? Yeah, like I said, it's not perfect. It does not drive them all out, but for 3 minutes, it sure pushes a bunch of the bees down. I like it. All right, so check this out. That side's completely capped. This side is almost completely capped. You can see right there, that part's not fully done yet. However, they started to close over the cells. So that's telling me that they are ready to put this away. So we're gonna go ahead and take this one. Okay, let's see if we can find a queen. Queen cell, supersedure cells, eggs, brood. If I see eggs and brood, I'm leaving it. All right, what do we got here? Second frame in, and we do have kept brood. That's a good sign. Looks like evidence of a queen cup was there. A queen cup was there. So they may have had to go through and make a new queen. Yeah, in fact, they've got several. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe. So they definitely had to go through and make a queen, and now they've taken down those new queen supersedure cells. Okay, so now we're on the look for a new queen. Still would like to see eggs or young larvae. Just to make sure that's not old brood. Well, this side is old. You can see that there's some babies coming out there. Well, they're not babies anymore, obviously, but new bees. Frame number 3. Some more emerging brood. Oh, that's all resources. Yeah, the brood on this side is all emerging, and they're filling all that middle part up with resources. Ugh. Bees, what are you doing? You gotta save that for brood. This is one of those reasons they tell new beekeepers to start with at least 2 hives. 3's good, so you can always compare and contrast what's going right, what's going wrong, and you got other colonies to help fix one that's not going so right or you made a mistake on. Supersedure cups, queen cups. They're empty, it looks like. There is a chance that they are queenless. Sorry guys, I didn't mean to kill your queen. Looks like newly emerged cells, but no eggs, no larvae. I don't see eggs anywhere. Yeah, not looking good, folks. All right, we're okay though. As far as when we are in the season, not yet the end of July. We've still got a few days left. They have August to make a queen. There is evidence of queen cups being opened and destroyed. So there's a chance that they have a virgin queen in here or a queen that is newly mated. Yes, but there is no new larvae or brood. We have a queenless colony. Daisy is not so good right now. What I'm going to do is, because I've seen evidence of where they've had queen cells that have been removed, there's a chance that there's a virgin queen in here or a newly mated queen. So what we're going to do is we are going to put everything back, leave them for another week to see if she's started laying. If by next week they haven't started laying yet, then we're going to take a frame of eggs from another one of our hives, put it into this one, and try to make a new queen. That should give them just enough time to build up a good enough population to get through the winter. If we wait too long into August without getting a queen in there, there's a chance this colony won't survive. So the sooner we get a queen in, the better. But if we put a frame of eggs in there now, there's a chance that that new queen might kill off any other queens that they try to make off of that merger of cells. So let them be to be bees. Let's see how the daisy split is doing. Yeah, they're pretty full. All right, so lots of frames drawn out. Very carefully, I'm going to slide this over so I can pull a frame out. Woohoo! Brood, eggs. All right. Very good. I see more brood on that frame. We have a working queen. All right. It's been an interesting saga of this front hive. We did the split, not knowing where the queen was, and the split didn't work. The main hive made a new queen. The new queen went up above the queen excluder, so we had to move her down. She didn't make a queen. Something happened to that queen after we moved her down. But they re-queened again, and then we're fine. We moved a frame into this hive. They made a new queen. I accidentally killed that queen, and now we've got to figure out how to get them a new queen. So they've had their struggles this year as of high. It's all my fault. I'm learning. Okay, this should give them plenty of room to build out, some room to draw, space to grow. Okay, let's just do a real quick look at the top boxes of the other two hives and see if we can get any more honey off of those today. All right, there we go. Our dandelion hive is not queen right like I suspected. Unfortunately, I did kill the queen last time. But I'll come back in 2 or 3 days, look again to see if there's any eggs laid at that point. If not, I will probably move in a frame of eggs from another hive to try to get them a jump start. Like I said, I don't want to wait too long before trying to get them queen right so they can have enough population to get through the winter. So 10 frames of honey off all 3 hives though. It's pretty good. Everything else is looking pretty good here in the apiary. Before I let you go, you notice how I've always got that bee that's bothering me at the end of every video? Well, if not, I do. And it's always annoying. And I'm always worried I'm going to leave that bee with me into my vehicle, and on the drive home it's going to get me. So, thanks to the advice of Frederick Dunn, I bought a butterfly net. So this butterfly net is 16-inch and it's extendable with retractable poles, so you can make this as long or short as you want. And I did this once in the middle of filming. All you do is you kind of go through and try to catch that bee in the net away from your veil. If you catch it, let's see if I can get this one right real quick. Be a ninja. Come on. There we go. Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Can we see it? There it is. So, you catch that bee. You can take this and you can just squish it right now if you wanted to, because she's annoying and she's bound and determined to sting you. She's dedicated the rest of her days to stinging you because you did something to make her upset. Or you can leave her in here, just kind of like fold this over, set it down on the ground, walk away, let her cool off for a little bit, and then shake this out right before you're ready to leave and see if she leaves you alone. It's just kind of a nice way to get that 1 or 2 bees that are bugging you at the end of a day away from you. So if you're a beekeeper and you are interested in a butterfly net like this to catch that 1 or 2 annoying bees that won't leave you alone, you can buy this. It's off of Amazon. It's relatively inexpensive, and it just makes the beekeeping experience a little bit more calm. At least for me it is. So check it out if you'd like. All right. Thanks again to Frederick Dunn for this suggestion, and I'll leave a link to his channel below because he's full of amazing advice and does lots of interviews with some other really smart people about beekeeping and bees and bee health and just some amazing topics. So, well, until next time, be safe out there, be kind to everyone else. I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.